We've been talking about validity, and here's another example that demonstrates that validity is independent of factual truth or falsity. The premises are all obviously false, yet the argument is still valid. We now have a second way to demonstrate validity, specifically through the form of an argument. Because this argument has a valid form, it is valid for whatever terms we choose to substitute for Democrats, Republicans, and vegetarians. You should also note that arguments can be invalid even when all the statements they contain are all true. Take this argument. All baseball stars are public figures. Derek Jeter is a public figure, so Derek Jeter is a baseball star. The problem here is that the form of the argument is invalid, which means that the conclusion could be false even if all the premises are true. If you substitute Jay-Z for Derek Jeter, you'll see what I mean. Arguments may be divided into two groups, those that are valid and those that are invalid. Only valid arguments are truth-preserving. If their premises are true, then it is impossible for their conclusion to be false. And only in a valid argument do the premises entail the conclusion. We said earlier that many people misuse the term valid. Technically, it simply describes a relationship among statements such that one, namely the conclusion, follows necessarily from the other or the others, and they are called the premises. Note that you must never describe a sentence or a statement as valid. There is no such thing technically as a valid statement or even a valid date, any more than there are true or false arguments. Statements are either true or false, but never valid or invalid. Arguments are neither true nor false, but rather either valid or invalid. This concludes this segment of Learning Module 3. Please continue to the next segment.